Hello everyone, today I'm looking at this large grey-barked elm again. I had a message from someone, Spoonzel, I think I have no idea how you would pronounce that, so apologies if I mangled it entirely, for an update on this tree. So to give you a quick 360. As you can see, it's putting on quite a bit of growth this year. I've got some weeds I need to get rid of. I'll just do that quickly as we zoom around. I haven't repotted it this year. Possibly should have done, but you know, things are. Sometimes you get behind with things and before you know it, you've missed the boat, as it were. What I did do this year was I cut the top off back in, well, just before Easter, when we had that nice sunny spell. I cut the top off, which was nearly 1.5 meters high, and I thought I had a nice fat bud here, which I don't know if you can see. A nice fat bud just there, which I thought would take over and become a new leader, but no such luck. That bud seems to have withered and died. We had a really cold spell almost immediately after Easter, and although the rest of the tree has recovered quite nicely, yeah, no, that piece hasn't shown the promise that I'd hoped. So I'm not quite sure where the new leader of this tree is going to be. I could try and wire that piece up, and I may yet, but not at the moment. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to cut this tree back quite hard, in the hope that that will force all sorts of buds to pop. And yeah. And it's got a number of problems, this tree, and we have this whopping great big scar here. The callus, it is callousing over gradually. The sides are starting to roll over, and hopefully they will continue to do so. It kind of comes back in under itself at this point on the trunk, which is quite unattractive. As you can see from this back view, the tree kind of goes in on itself. Some nice roots at the front, which I'm pleased with. So yeah, it's very much an optical illusion, this tree, and it looks much better from this angle than any other. Another option would be to possibly wire this branch up, which I think may be the best bet, although it's going to kind of make the tree roll away from you more. So yeah, I think the best thing I'm going to do with this tree at the moment is to take off bits I don't like and cut the rest back relatively hard, and hopefully it will back bud and give me something else in this area. Another option, any other option really. So I'm going to start by taking off this piece, which is growing across the trunk from this branch. Let's move the camera in slightly so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Okay, how's that? Yeah, so we'll start with this branch. It's growing back in across the trunk, don't want that. And we have a piece here. It's growing directly from the front of the trunk towards the viewer, so we'll lose that one. Nice and flush. Part of me wonders if that piece could become a new leader if needs be. So I'm going to leave that for the time being, and just, this piece is going back in the wrong direction, so I'm going to lose that. I'm going to cut this back to one bud. And this one, I'm going to cut it back to this leaf here. Hopefully a shoot will come out in this general direction. And the rest I'm going to shorten back by quite a lot. The tree hasn't been repotted, so hopefully it's got a nice healthy root ball in here which will drive some leaf growth in response to this quite hard pruning. It'll probably pop a lot of suckers. Elms are renowned for doing that. Okay, so we have a piece here that's growing straight up out of the trunk. We'll lose that. And this piece is just growing in all the wrong directions, so I'm going to lose that. Just working my way around, shortening off this branch. A piece there going in the wrong direction. Okay, so now then, what else have we got here? We have a branch coming out at the same level as this first branch. In fact, we have two. How well can you see that? It's difficult to say. Yeah, we have a branch here and a branch here and another branch here and another branch here. They all come out at the same level as this branch, so I'm going to lose all of those. Clean that up. I'm still unsure about whether, I don't think this will make a particularly satisfying lead. I'd have to cut it right back to here again, and if worst came to worst, then that's exactly what I'd have to do, sacrifice several years of growth here. I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to lose this branch back to a bud for now. I can always cut the rest away at the end of the summer. Just trim this back to an outward facing node. Now, I don't know how well you can see this notching in the leaves. That could well be a sign of an adult vine weevil. They often notch into the sides of the leaves like that, which is a bit of a worry, but I have treated this tree, like all of my trees, with the nematodes this year for the first time. I bought nematodes, yeah, and I've just blasted every pot going, so hopefully if there is an adult nematode chewing away at these leaves, most of them are clear, and we have a hole in the middle of this leaf, which is usually not vine weevil. When you find a hole in the middle, that's usually a caterpillar of some kind, although I see no evidence of those either. So yeah, that sort of damage is not quite as worrying as the notches in the side, but I've done all I can. I don't have x-ray vision, and unless I pull the trees out of the pot, you can't tell whether you have vine weevil or not, which is one of the reasons why they're so difficult to have, because the first you know is when the tree seems to just keel over and leaves you wondering what the heck happened, because everything is happening below the soil. But the tree is very firm in this pot. Yeah, so there's no movement, no rocking around, so I don't think I've got too much to worry about. So there we have it. That's the grey bark elm for this season. Let it grow on again now. Hopefully, been quite brutal with it. It will throw me out buds all over the place and give me lots of handy options. So all that's left is to say thank you very much for watching, and as always, please take care of yourselves.